Marie and Gordon say they are convinced they are being poisoned by a neighbor, while Amy and Emily say, no, that's just not true. Now, I'm objective about this, and I want to look at this scientifically because I assume you want answers.
Yes.
And so I have done a deep, deep dive to figure out what's going on. So we sent photos to a world-renowned dermatologist who has also appeared on The Doctors, Dr. Sonia Batra. And she is here today to discuss her analysis. Now, Dr. Batra, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So what's going on?
The photos of the rash really are more supportive of an allergic or irritant reaction. So not specifically a toxin that someone's applying to the skin, but certainly in context with the eyes and the blistering and the inflammation and irritation of the eyes, you can put it all together with something that might be aerosolized in their environment.
So your advice would be that they might get tested for allergies of some sort.
Correct.
That she might be tested for that to see.
I would think about things involved in construction in the house, sometimes even mold, sometimes other irritants. And those thankfully can be allergy tested, and they can be tested in the house as well.
Okay. We also sent a sample of Marie's hair as well as dust from her home to be tested for heavy metals and minerals. And joining us from Australia is clinician, consultant, and founder of ToxTest, Hartmut Gunter. Hartmut, how are you?
Very well, Dr. Phil. Thank you.
So tell us what you found.
In medical terminology, we call it an unremarkable result, meaning there was nothing really significant there that would indicate any heightened exposure to those nasty metals. Interestingly enough, also cutting to the chase, the dust analysis also found very little heightened heavy metal concentration in the dust, and Maria would have got that dust from inside her house. So there was nothing really elevated.
All right, well, that's great, and thank you for clearing that up. Now, Marie's daughters also say she is convinced a neighbor has bugged her house, so she blasts the radio on a daily basis to prevent them from hearing any of her indoor conversations. So we reached out to an investigations team at Prime Investigations in Sydney who conducted a bug sweep at Marie's home. They used a radio frequency spectrum analyzer and checked for devices and used thermal technology. And they found, fortunately, that the house is not bugged. So that's good news, Marie, that there are no bugs in the house. There's no one listening to you with any listening devices, neighbors or otherwise. So the house is not bugged. Now, Marie says she spends all day in front of her security cameras and sent us a video of what she believes is a chemical spray outside her home. So we sent that surveillance footage from her cameras to Mark Daniel, senior forensic analyst at Digital Forensics in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's hear from Mark, who joins us virtually. Mark, what did you think when examining this footage?
There's really nothing out of the ordinary on these videos. There are a few anomalies that some people may see and think that it's something that it's not. For example, maybe dirt on the lens, some condensation in the lens, the light hitting something at a different angle. There's dozens and dozens of things that we commonly see, and we do hundreds of these cases per week. There really wasn't anything on there that leads us to believe there's any kind of a chemical or gas or anything like that at all, to be honest with you.
And you look at hundreds of these a week, as you say, so.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, Mark, thank you so much. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.